The world of 90 Day Fiancé never fails to deliver shocking twists, emotional breakdowns, and unexpected love stories. Among the sea of dramatic couples that have come and gone over the years, few relationships have generated as much intrigue as the tangled love triangle between Jasmine Pineda, Gino Palazzolo, and Matt Branis. What began as an open marriage experiment has transformed into something entirely different, culminating in Matt's heartfelt admission that he is, in fact, in love with Jasmine. The revelation came after a painfully awkward 90-day, The Last Resort Season 2 tell-all, where Matt appeared reluctant to express any romantic affection for Jasmine despite the shared responsibilities as new parents. Fans were left questioning his commitment and whether he was simply tethered to Jasmine out of obligation. However, Matt's recent public gestures have turned the narrative on its head, suggesting that his feelings for Jasmine are genuine and that their relationship could be evolving into something far more permanent than anyone expected. The Jasmine-Gino-Matt triangle. Jasmine Pineda, a fiery personality from Panama, first entered the franchise through her relationship with Michigan native Gino Palazzolo. From the very beginning, Jasmine and Gino's relationship was defined by passion, jealousy, and miscommunication. Despite the constant fighting, there was also an undeniable spark between them. That spark carried them through a rollercoaster engagement and eventually into marriage in June 2023. Unfortunately, while the couple's chemistry was undeniable, they struggled with intimacy. Gino, who is more reserved and cautious by nature, failed to meet Jasmine's intense emotional and physical needs. Over time, Jasmine began to feel neglected and unfulfilled. Their issues with intimacy only worsened after marriage, and when they appeared on 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, it was clear they were searching for solutions that might save their relationship. It was during therapy sessions on the show that Jasmine floated the idea of an open marriage. The proposal shocked many viewers, and Gino himself seemed blindsided. Enter Matt Branis, a longtime friend who suddenly became much more than just emotional support. Matt's role as the third party. At first glance, Matt seemed like the safe choice. He wasn't introduced as a flashy or dramatic new cast member, but rather as someone Jasmine trusted and leaned on for advice. When Jasmine suggested involving Matt as part of her open marriage arrangement, fans were skeptical. Was this truly a step toward repairing her marriage with Gino, or was it the beginning of the end? As it turned out, the latter was true. Jasmine's connection with Matt deepened quickly, evolving from a casual, friends with benefits arrangement into a physical relationship that changed everything. The biggest turning point came when Jasmine became pregnant by Matt, resulting in the birth of the daughter, Matilda, affectionately called Matty, in March 2025. For many, this was the final nail in the coffin for her marriage to Gino. Despite Jasmine's initial claims that she still loved Gino, the reality was impossible to ignore. She had built a family with Matt, and whether or not the two admitted it publicly, the emotional bond was undeniable. The tell-all awkwardness. When Jasmine, Gino, and Matt appeared on the 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2 tell-all, viewers anticipated fireworks. The episode certainly delivered, but not in the way fans expected. Jasmine, as passionate as ever, openly expressed her complicated emotions about Gino, Matt, and the unconventional path her life had taken. Matt, on the other hand, was noticeably guarded. When pressed about his feelings for Jasmine, he emphasized that she was the mother of his child and that his commitment to her was rooted in fatherhood, not necessarily romance. This statement left fans confused and frustrated. Was Matt simply trying to avoid stirring drama with Gino? Or was he truly not in love with Jasmine, despite being intimately connected to her and raising a child together? The awkward exchange created a narrative that Matt was only staying in Jasmine's life because of the daughter. Many viewers began to see him as detached, unwilling to fully embrace Jasmine beyond co-parenting. For a woman like Jasmine, who thrives on passion and reassurance, this felt like a glaring red flag. The shift. Matt's public declaration. Fast forward a few weeks after the tell-all, and the story began to change. Matt shared a photo on Instagram of himself with baby Matty, captioned with a simple yet powerful statement, "I love them." Jasmine quickly reshared the post on her own Instagram story, signaling her appreciation and reciprocation of his words. The gesture may have been understated, but in the world of 90 Day Fiancé, where every move is scrutinized, it spoke volumes. Matt wasn't just a co-parent anymore, he was a partner, emotionally and romantically. By openly expressing his love, he erased much of the doubt that had built up during the tell-all and reassured both Jasmine and the viewers that his intentions were genuine. Jasmine's emotional journey. To fully appreciate the impact of Matt's declaration, it's important to revisit Jasmine's emotional history. With Gino, Jasmine often felt insecure, jealous, and desperate for affirmation. She was portrayed as volatile, quick to lash out whenever she felt unloved. These insecurities fueled many of their explosive fights, making them one of the most talked about couples in franchise history. In contrast, Matt provides Jasmine with a different kind of energy. While their relationship started unconventionally, his recent public display of affection may give her the confidence she has always craved. For Jasmine, knowing that her partner is willing to openly declare love, not just behind closed doors but on a public platform, is transformative. It validates her importance, not only as the mother of his child but as the woman he chooses to love. What this means for their future. With Matt's admission of love, the dynamics of Jasmine's life have shifted yet again. No longer does she appear caught between two men or living in the shadow of her failed marriage. Instead, she has the opportunity to build something new and stable with Matt. For 90 Day Fiancé fans, the natural question becomes, what's next? Will Matt propose marriage to Jasmine, making her journey with him the real happily ever after? Or will their relationship face the same pressures that destroyed her marriage with Gino? At the moment, signs point toward the former. Matt's declaration suggests a seriousness that wasn't previously visible, and his role as a devoted father only strengthens the likelihood that he is in this for the long haul. A proposal doesn't seem far-fetched, especially given the show's history of unexpected engagements and dramatic love stories. The fan reaction. Unsurprisingly, fans have been buzzing about the development. Social media is filled with mixed opinions. Some applaud Matt for finally stepping up and being honest about his feelings, arguing that Jasmine deserves someone who loves her unconditionally. Others remain skeptical, suggesting that Matt's motives may still be tied more to obligation than romance. Regardless of the criticism, it's clear that Matt and Jasmine have captured attention in a way few couples do. Their story combines scandal, drama, heartbreak, and now redemption, everything that keeps 90 Day Fiancé audiences hooked. Rewriting their narrative. Perhaps the most powerful part of Matt's declaration is that it allows Jasmine and Matt to rewrite their narrative. During the last resort, they were painted as chaotic and unstable, with Jasmine seemingly spiraling out of control and Matt portrayed as aloof. Now, they have the chance to prove that their relationship is built on something real. Instead of being remembered as the couple who accidentally fell into love through infidelity and unconventional choices, they might become an example of how unexpected beginnings can still lead to stability and happiness. Final thoughts. The 90 Day Fiancé universe thrives on unpredictability, and Jasmine's story with Matt is proof of that. What began as a controversial open marriage experiment has blossomed into a full-fledged romance, sealed by the arrival of the daughter and now strengthened by Matt's declaration of love. For Jasmine, who spent years chasing emotional validation from Gino, Matt's public statement is more than just words, it's a lifeline. It represents security, confidence, and the possibility of a future free from the constant jealousy and insecurity that plagued her past. For Matt, it's a chance to step into the spotlight not just as Jasmine's friend or co-parent but as her partner. By embracing his role and openly expressing his love, he proves that their bond goes beyond convenience. As fans wait to see what comes next, whether it's an engagement, a wedding, or more drama, one thing is certain, Jasmine and Matt's story is far from over. And in the unpredictable world of 90 Day Fiancé, that might be the most exciting part of all.